Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more. Alright. One last thing before we race, Seal. See, I've got some great advice for you. Haha, I'm gonna skip this because I already know what to do. Okay. That. Leave! Be gone! Okay. Basically, what he was explaining is that you can move very slowly through tall grass and you'll sneak. Or, you can click the left stick and whistle and it will do different things for different Pokemon. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Welcome back to Pokemon Shield. In the last episode, we caught our first team member that besides Slinky, which is newspaper. Actually, interesting thing about him, he has pickup as his ability, so he's gonna pick up items for us until he evolves into later versions of himself. Yeah. In this episode, we're gonna go to the station and make our way to the opening ceremony for the gym challenge. Fun fact about Zigzagoon, actually. The normal Zigzagoon variant was actually the first Pokemon I caught a shiny of, which is pretty neat. Yeah, I just ran into him randomly when I was playing Alpha Sapphire. Come on, Seal, you never beat me to the station at that pace. Hop, I can't even move right now because you've made this into a cutscene. That's unfair. I can't even see you waving from there, or at least I probably can't. My guess is I can't. I'm healed, right? Yeah. Just making sure. So, with it, Seal, how many did you catch? I caught a really special one, and you got... Not one? What are you doing? What are you talking about? Oh, I have... Dude, I caught another Pokemon. What are you talking about? TM40 Swift. Can anybody learn that? I actually don't know. That's a that's a technical machine. A TM, mate. With a TM like that, you can teach your Pokemon a new move in a flash. And you can use them again and again, too. That one can teach the move Swift. Lee gave it to me ages ago, and now it's yours. The gym challenge will begin in Motostoke. And our train's waiting, so let's go. Yeah, actually, I want to see if anybody can learn that. Specifically, Slinky, just because it's better than Pound right now. Can you? You can. I'm actually going to use this then. I think I'm going to get rid of Bind for it. Just because, I normally like to keep at least one non-damaging move on my Pokemon, just so I can be a little more versatile in what I can do. And also make it a little, what am I trying to say? Give him a little bit more versatility. And I'm keeping Pound just so that he has a physically attacking move if an enemy has a high special defense for some reason. Not so fast, you two. What are you doing here, Mom? I knew this day was coming since the moment you chose Scorbunny as your partner, darling. Professor Magnolia was kind enough to let us know that you two are setting out. So here's a last little gift to see well set on your way. All the kit you'll need for camping. Set of camping gear. Yeah. No matter what happens out there, if you and your partner are together, I know you'll be fine. Thanks, Mom, and just think how lucky you are. Mother to the first ever pair of champion brothers. I bet because I'm certain to be the champion next. You'll see. Of course you will be, darling. Anyway, do have fun and take care of yourselves. You'll be welcome back home anytime. We're off. Wish us luck. Not that we'll need it. There are loads of brilliant trainers and all kinds of Pokemon out there waiting for us. My excitement's running ahead of me even faster than the train can go, Seal. Come on, we're off. Why don't we just run to Motostoke then? Seems like it would save us some money. Presuming that we had to pay to get on the train, which I don't know. Announcer voice time. Motostoke is surrounded by a vast wild area. It's a real sight. There are all sorts of wild Pokemon just wandering about, everywhere you look. Plus, you can camp out, do a spot of fishing. I don't think I could ever get tired of it.
Whoa.
Yes, that's totally the sound Hop made. Hey, Mr. Station Master, isn't this the wild area? What are we stopped here for?
Yes, the wild area station, make no mistake. I'm sorry to tell you that the train is halted due to a flock of Wooloo on the tracks.
What's there to be sorry about? This is brilliant! Brilliant? We didn't get our money's worth, what the heck? This wild area is massive. There are loads of Pokemon to battle here. You get it, don't you, Seal? This is the best place to put together the greatest team. Hey, man, can I have my money back? Gosh dang. I can get you back to Wedgehurst if you like, but Motostoke is off the menu for now. It wouldn't be very decent of us to drive off those Pokemon just because we happen to want to run our train here now, would it? I mean, they're not supposed to be here, right? You're just letting them run around in the station? Alright then. Sure. I guess now we have to go through the wild area to get to Motostoke. Motostoke. Gosh dang. Welcome to the wild area. And in this location, you can actually move the camera, which is pretty nice. I seem to remember there being something back here. I guess not. Let's go up to Hop. Look at that. That's Motostoke, way off that way. In between there and here are countless new Pokemon waiting to be met. Oh, hello, and if it isn't Sonia. My gran gave me a proper earful in her own way. Those two young trainers are setting out on a journey, but what are you doing with your life? Ouch. Never you mind that. Nothing to worry yourselves over. Besides, I've been quite curious about the Pokemon you two met in the forest. I've been thinking I should look into it, so the timing works out fine. If I discover something really huge, then maybe even Gran will admit I've got some talent. Yikes, being an adult's got its own challenges, eh? I said you needn't worry about it. I'm glad to be on the road. Really, it's been ages. It'll be fun to fish and camp and rough it outside again. Well, I'm going to go stick my head in as many of those red glowing dens as I can find. Don't do that, you'll get your head stuck, and then we won't be able to continue the game. I'm going to battle the snot out of a bunch of Dynamax Pokemon and fill in another page in the tale of my legend. Alright then. What cheek! Dynamax Pokemon are really on another level, you know. You better Dynamax your partner Pokemon too if you want to take on opponents that strong. You'll find spots here and there in the wild area that emit a red beam of light. If you think you're up to it, check them out. There will be Dynamax Pokemon lurking inside. So with that, how about I send you off with a little treat from me? Pokemon Box Link. This is very useful, but a bunch of people don't like it for some reason. It basically lets you access your box from pretty much anywhere, unless you're in a battle or something like that. But that makes sense, so yeah. With the Pokemon Box Link, you'll be able to put your Pokemon from your team into your boxes, or take Pokemon from your boxes and add them to your team. Nice, right? So go wild catching as many Pokemon as you like, and fill in some more of your Pokedex. The wild area is waiting for you. This is the real start of your adventure. Alright, so regarding the wild area, I haven't really decided what I wanted to do about it yet. Yeah, it's already cloudy, great. But one thing that's interesting is... Okay. Large Pokemon you see wandering around in the wild area are strong if you try battling one, and it seems like you're in over your head. Try to run! Run like the wind! Basically, it's saying don't go up to that Onix, because that Onix I don't know what level specifically it is, but it's probably in the 20s somewhere. The thing I wanted to note, though, is that the thing about the sparkling spots, in the wild area, there are sparkling spots all over the place, and they respawn every day. Or not every day. They respawn every time you enter the wild. That's just explaining you can use the right stick to change your camera angle, and then the L button to set it back behind you. The reason I'm heading over here is because I believe... Yes. Yeah, 84 Tail Slap. I'm not going to teach this to anyone, but I just wanted to show that it's here. And you can get it, like, right now. There are a decent number of TMs throughout the wild area. And, I'm not going to go do any battles in the tall grass or anything. Because I believe most of the Pokemon that are in the wild area are all from older generations. And my team is going to be all Pokemon from this generation. Because that's normally how I play Pokemon games. This is a, I don't know what the actual name of them are, but I'm just going to call them Dynamax Dens. Or Pokemon Dens, I guess is what they're called. If you go to ones that don't have a red light coming out of them, you'll get watts. You'll just get watts. Like, see, I got 50 watts from that one. And the watts, I don't know what they do besides being a currency for right now, but you can use them to buy things from people that you find in the wild area. This is saying that you can go to these berry trees and you can shake them to get berries. The berries that you get are, I believe they're random, but some trees drop some berries and some trees drop other berries. As you can see, the tree is shaking. I am not going to shake it again just because I was using this as an explanation. If you shake a tree too much, a Pokemon will jump out and attack you. And then you'll also lose some of the berries that you shook out. Or you'll lose all of them. I'm not... Like, I don't even think there's anything that, like, tells you if you're going to lose all of them or only some of them, but... if you're trying to get berries, don't shake the tree too much. Otherwise, you will get destroyed and lose a bunch of them. Hey, Pelipper, please don't. Please don't. I don't want to fight. Let's see what's in here. If you go to a den that has a beam coming out of it, you can get a bunch more watts, and you'll be able to do a raid battle. When you beat a Dynamax Pokemon, though, you get a bunch of other items besides the Pokemon, if you catch it. You get, like, experience candies, you get Dynamax candies, and you get TRs, which are... TRs are like TMs, except you can only use each of them once, and then they break. I'm just seeing if there's any Pokemon that I can take out easily enough, because then I'll show a Dynamax battle. If there's not, then I'll show Dynamax battles later. Another Wooper. There's two Woopers over here. Gosh dang it. I think I'm probably just going to continue towards Motostoke. This is a pungent root. Or pungent... I think it's pungent. Pungent root. These can normally be found by bodies of water. They're an ingredient used in cooking, which we will get to at a later date. I don't want to do anything that has to do with camping right now. But we will talk about that later. Just not now, because I'm not prepared to go into all that, because I haven't actually done any of it in my normal file either. Watts! You can gather your Watts yourself from glowing dens or Pokemon in the wild. You'll also find trainers in the wild area who are willing to give you all sorts of items if you just give them some of your Watts. Yeah. And when they're talking about that, they're talking about the people over here. Though I guess before we talk to them, I'll explain something before. If you remember that Pokemon that had a yellow aura back in the second episode, yeah. Those Pokemon, if you defeat them or catch them, will give you Watts. And they also Oh, revive, that's cool. And they also give you, well, they don't give you, they either will have egg moves, which basically means they can only get those moves by breeding onto them, and they'll have better IVs. What do we got here? Normal flying, that is also not something I can take out easily. Dang it. Well, I guess we're not showing Dynamax. Well, what time are we at? 15 minutes. You know what, we'll go ahead and try. Can I go back in? No, I can. Well, I'm not going to, but yeah, we just got wrecked. Also, you can't see it yet, but you can run into other players in the wild area, and these little things on the left show you what people are doing. So that's a signal for, like, we just lost. We just got destroyed. If you talk to these guys around the wild area, you can buy things from them with your watts. Like quick balls, I'm gonna buy a few of these just to have them in case I need them. They sell different types of Pokeballs. They sell wishing pieces, which if you throw one of these into a den, you can attract a Dynamax Pokemon to it. And then you can also buy TRs for a lot of money. So it's probably would be better to just do raids to get TRs, but if you need a specific one, you can buy them from these guys. On the other hand, these guys, they sell things for camping. Come on. Oh, oops. Yeah, you can change the color of your tent door. You can also, or your tent color, what am I talking about? You can also have them rate your curry decks, which we don't have any curry in our curry decks right now. But, yeah. Come on, stop telling me how to make curry. Okay, well, I guess this guy doesn't do it, but there are other guys in the wild area that look like that, and they will sell you things that you can use to make curry. So, yeah. Anyways, here we are at Motostoke. Alright, I think we've seen the city enough. Saw something that we'll go into later. I don't know where it is, but there's a person, I think it's that guy on the right. Hey, over here. No, I want to go to the guy on the right. Real ace of you to make it through the wild area. Seems like your trek ran your Pokemon ragged, though. You should pop into the Pokemon Center. Besides, there's something in there I bet you'll get a kick out of if you're a real trainer and all. Eh? Oh, she's talking about the PC, that's right. Oh, look, the Rotomi's free. Rotomi are kind of Rotom information service. It's a handy machine for trainers. You can even use one to customize your league card. Why don't you try playing around with your league card a bit, Seal? Here's a sample for you. Yeah, Leon's league card. So yeah, you can make league cards. These are essentially your trainer cards in this game, except you can customize them to make them look like whatever you want. But Motostoke sure is big, right? Not to worry, Sonia's here to show you around a bit. Come find me after you heal up your Pokemon. The opening ceremony, huh? I get a bit worked up when I think about how exciting and moving it was to actually stand on a stadium's pitch for the first time. So yeah, we can go mess with our, I'll show different things we can do. Checker boxes, Poke Jobs, which I didn't utilize a whole lot. They're better for if you're just trying to fill out the Pokedex, but otherwise they don't really do a whole lot. Because your main team's going to be in your team anyways, so yeah. But we're going to use the card maker just to show what it does. So let's make a new league card. First, we can pick the background. One thing I don't like is you have to select everything to get the new things to go away. Oh man, look at that card. Okay. I'll just go with... Let's go with that background for right... Well, actually, no, go with... Yeah, go with this background for right now. You can add effects, or you can have no effect. Let's go with... Let's do that one. And frames, which right now there's not really a whole lot you can do with frames. Sure, we'll use that one. After that, you can change your expression and your pose. Yeah. You can also zoom in and out, you can move, and you can rotate your character. So yeah. I am going to go through and customize it myself, and I'll see you back here in a minute. How dare you assume that you are strong enough to hold my league card? You are completely out of my league. You're not allowed to look at this right now.
Ha!
I'm sorry, this is the best thing I could come up with. You don't have a whole lot of options at the beginning, but as you progress through the game, you get a lot more poses and backgrounds and effects and stuff. But this is the best thing I could come up with for right now. So, yeah. Now that we've done that, the last thing you can do is you can either make it just normal, or you can give it a little shimmer. Which, sure, we want ourselves to be on a foil card because we're just that good. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if there's anything I need to cut out. So, brilliant young trainer who's braved the wild area. Do you remember what your goal in Motostoke is? No, I'm here for the gym challenge. Opening ceremony. By the way, the ceremony tomorrow is being held at the Motostoke Stadium, okay? Use that lift over there to get to the stadium, okay? Yeah, I got it. Well, laters, I'm going to swing by the shops while I'm here, but don't forget to register at the stadium, okay?
Stop saying K.
And, oh, that dude's not actually here anymore. Mailbox that Pokemon collect letters from. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, but I will point out there is a hairstyling place and a clothing store here, which I will be visiting off camera just to see what they've got in stock. And then you'll see what my character looks like next time on Pokemon Shield. Goodbye.